Derrick has nothing bad to say about a bourbon.
My recent bourbon takes have been mostly positive.
I know, but I'm still going to give you shit over it.
But you give me the best one.
I actually seek to please your anti-bourbonism with good American bourbon, you know?
They might not only have a finish.
They might, so they could be a double finish.
Correct.
Well, that's not fair. That's not fair at all. Belly in, good check,
Yes.
double check.
That's as good as it's going to get.
I've seen a shitload of you this weekend.
I was going to say, this is my home away from home. I've been here like every
I
other
know.
day.
Your wife know who you are right now?
She does.
Oh, is that all right?
That's fine.
Yeah. No, quite the weekend event here for you and I. But maybe we'll dabble in that a little bit. But for now, welcome to Whiskey Cave, man.
Good to be back.
I'm Tom.
I'm Derrick.
Derrick, and we're gonna pop something nice today.
Yeah?
Yeah, I figured you'd be in the mood.
Well, always.
You know, although we've probably had a couple of nice things over the weekend anyway. But I suppose we'll keep it going here for the Whiskey Cave. So yeah, we had a great weekend.
It's always fun. These
Yes.
off-season events, the football season events, when everyone gets together is
Yeah.
always a good time.
As my wife will contest, football is 365 in this household.
It's pretty much.
I met my wife, obviously many years ago at this point, but when I first met my wife, you know, just in general conversation, I said, the good news is I'm not really that big into sports. The bad news is I am way overboard in football, and it's year round. So it makes up for every other sport I don't really follow.
Yeah, you kind of get February off.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, like not even, I mean, that's a Super Bowl. But
Sure,
we only
but
get to like the last 2 weeks, maybe the first part of March, and then free agency kicks in.
Yep.
I mean, it's a short window of
And drafts right around the corner.
off season, yeah. And then obviously for us, because we're just freakishly geeks on fantasy football, and our league drafts essentially twice a year in person.
Yeah.
So we did our live auction. So anybody coming off an expired contract in our dynasty league, we basically just do an auction draft on, and then we'll draft some rookies in the summer.
First week in August.
It'll be here before you know it, just
It will
like
be.
that. So the hell with it, man. I figured we'd crack something nice today.
Let's do it.
Yeah, something elusive, exclusive, an annual one-off release. And I got it right up here.
All right.
I gotta get up. I gotta reach, man.
No butt crack for the video.
I'll try not. So this is Blood Oath, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey finished. In fact, I got to explain this a little bit. You know what this is finished in?
I don't know what this
You have no
is.
idea. Okay.
I never even heard of it before.
I don't know. So I'm going to say a few things, and you're going to wrinkle your nose. And I'm going to say a few things, and you probably, your interest might perk up.
All right.
So if I understand correctly, this is 14-year high rye bourbon,
Okay.
10-year wheated bourbon, and 7-year high rye bourbon.
The same one?
No, because I believe, if I understood it correctly, which I thought was confusing, the 7-year high rye bourbon is finished in Anejo Tequila Barrels.
Interesting.
But that's how I took it. That just the third was finished in Anejo,
Yep.
and not the entire finished product. So if that's the case, I'll be really
was
intrigued.
It barreled in Anejo or finished in Anejo?
It says finished in
Okay.
Anejo. So I love.
Must be valuable. They don't want you to get into it.
Well, we're no longer in the dead of winter. The humidity's starting to kick in a little.
It is. It's our first warm day of the spring.
Yes. So, so let's crack this thing. You've had a few things finished in Anejo.
Oh, yeah.
The most recent was the Angel's Envy.
And I'm a huge tequila fan, so.
I know you are. So the plan was to bring this knife out and I don't have to mess with it, but here I am messing with it.
This is why I do it off camera.
Yeah, well. I'll pour me first for that statement. So this is a Lux Row product. I don't know if you're familiar, how familiar you are with Lux Row.
So what else do they make?
They do make a couple other things. I'm not a huge Lux Row guy, so one of them's like, oh man, I'm gonna draw a blank here. El Reza. And they make something else too, but it's escaping me at this point. So, but they say it's Barnstown, Kentucky, but it's owned by MGP.
Okay. Well, that's a big name.
And then I believe it was essentially bought by MGP at one point in time. So Lux Row initially started off sourcing and blending on their own. They do now do their own distilling, and like every start off, right? They start with a source and they start in the blending, and then they get into making their own. So I don't know what components is this of their own or MGP per se. So technically, it's all MGP if that's the parent company. Although I also learned that just recently they have also announced they're going to cease operations for a year.
MGP?
No, Lux Row.
Okay.
Yes, their Lux Row division.
Yep.
So figured noteworthy, newsworthy. We're one
more.
more,
Like another one.
One more in Kentucky.
Too much stock, not enough demand.
Not enough demand. You're right. So you're getting a lot of the tequila on the nose, or
subtle hints. It's sweet and fresh.
Really, I'm getting more of a
with like a
dusty barn.
Oh, I don't get that. A little caramely, like burnt sugary.
Yeah, I get that a little, but I'm still getting a dusty note. So this is about I don't know exactly what I paid for this. $130, $140 maybe. It goes for quite a bit more in the secondary.
So limited, hard to find.
Yes. Well, they do one a year, and we'll see if this year off has anything to do with that. I doubt it because they got product on hand. But yeah, so they put one of these packs together once a year, and they're all finished in different stuff. Everyone's unique to its own. And obviously, once they're gone, they're gone. So this is the 2025 edition. The 2026 edition is actually, if it's not released now, it's due to be released at any moment. Cool. This is the time of year they tend to do that. So, which is unique because everybody else wants to release things in the fall.
Andy, on like how much?
No, I do not. Yeah, how
like 10,000 bottles, 1,000 bottles.
The actual bottle, and I should have kept it out. The bottle was very non-descriptive. I was a little disappointed.
Didn't have a little handwritten number or check marks on it.
No, I did not see actually. And it was 98.6, I think, on the proof. I guess the humidity in the whiskey cave is doing all right today. Yeah, it just says pack 11, 2/28, 2025.
You said it's 96 proof?
98.
98.
98.6.
It drinks pretty smooth for 98.6.
Yeah.
I only get the hintest of kind of like proof at the very end.
I guess I'll have to put this box, lay it flat, so you can read it. Well, let me see. Let me get a. Yeah, I'm still getting a dusty. And what'd you say, like caramelized or charred?
So yeah, that kind of burnt honey, that caramel kind of smell, freshness, a little sweetness.
You don't get any hay or anything?
No.
I'm still in the same lane that my nose was on.
Yeah?
Yeah. We are, I think, on opposite pages.
I mean, I can taste the wheat.
Yeah.
I don't get a lot of the rye.
There's a little spice going on that's got to be coming from the rye. But it is soft, and that's what the wheat is going to do for it.
I'm not really getting the tequila. Only maybe just in the sweetness profile.
I can't say that I'm getting much tequila yet either. And that's going to lead me to believe that maybe what I thought I was reading with the one batch, if you will, was finished in tequila.
Yeah, it's only 1/3.
Correct. Because we had the tequila in that, and we had the tequila in the Irish, the Writer's Tears. And that was pretty prominent.
Yeah, I mean, Irish is pretty light.
You've also had, if you recall, the rye from High West finish in tequila. And that's the one I got a lot of black licorice on.
Really?
Yeah. I tend to get black licorice on rye tequila combos. And I like black licorice, so that works.
Yeah,
for me.
I don't like black licorice. What it was the Willet 5-year.
It was a 4-year Willet.
4 years. Gets the
4-year.
mint, but it also does
Yes.
kind of have a little of that.
Yeah. So I told myself I wouldn't make any pirate jokes today, but I suppose I should. So
Get used to it. It's going to be a few more weeks.
I know. How's the eye coming? Any progression since we last met?
So I can distinguish a little bit better kind of lights and darks and colors. Like if I have my phone up and I close one eye, I can see that the screen is lit. I see the light. That's about it. And if I move it up and down, I can see the line of where the bubble is in there. So it's still like halfway.
Okay.
So that bubble's got a lot more of diffusing back out before it. But it's the retina's picking up plenty of signal.
Yep.
It's just that the bubble's distorting everything.
Got it.
Which actually makes it worse to try to focus on anything.
Yeah.
So the eye patch helps.
But like, hey, you got a whole new segment for me. We're not doing this or that this week.
I'm gonna put you to the test.
Yeah. What are you doing?
This is gonna be a hard one. I'm gonna test your ability to figure out what the finish is. That's goal one. Can you figure out what the finishes are?
So, of how many drinks?
3 drinks.
3 drinks.
Yep. 3 scotches.
Oh, scotches.
Yep.
So the 3 scotches finish in 3 different.
Well, they got 3 different finishes.
Three different finishes. Okay, maybe I gotta remember that. Maybe there's a hint there somewhere. I'm not so sure.
There might be more than one.
Okay. But they're all scotches, so you've given me that much information. So yeah. So
and then let's see if you can how well you do at picking the finishes. And then can you pick out which one's which? Can you put a name to it?
as in like a bottle or a distillery or
Distillery.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. I mean, some of them might be, maybe some give me Space Side Highland, or maybe there's a peated one in there that helps.
Yeah, no,
We'll see.
these are very similar.
Oh man,
This is hard.
you're gonna be an ass out the gate, aren't
This
you?
is hard.
Yeah. All right. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think? You might not have that good of a shot.
I think you'll get the finishes. Trying to peg which one's which things will be really hard.
I guess we'll see how I'm gonna do. What are we calling this thing?
What's Tom drinking?
What the hell is Tom drinking? I think I like it. We can probably work with that. And then when we're done with that, we'll come back here. We'll finish this. Final thoughts. Give it a Whiskey Cave take. And then wrap it up.
Cool.
All right. Let's see how I do.
Let's do
see
it.
how I go. You ready? I know you are.
I am. It'll be fun to watch.
What's this one? I got 3. You got 1.
Well, I'm not gonna drink all 3 of them. I picked one of them that I'll sip on while I watch you make a fool of yourself.
Is your one of these?
It is.
Okay. All right. So there's 3 whiskeys in here. You did tell me there was scotch.
3
so
scotches
you
in
gave me
there.
that clue.
Yep.
They got 3 different finishes.
The 3 different finishes.
And I got to figure out what finishes those are.
Yes.
All right.
They might not only have a finish.
They might. So they could be a double finish.
Correct.
Well, that's not fair. That's not fair at all. Okay. All right.
There are only 3.
Yeah, but you just said that. So one of them is a double somewhere.
Or
There's only 3 finishes.
there's only
Period.
3 finishes. Period.
Period. But one could be a bourbon and a sherry.
Correct.
Just want to make sure I'm picking this up right. Wow, those 2 are already close. Are we talking the same brand?
3 different brands. Oh, interesting. I did not remember that profile.
All right. That one's coming off the strongest. Maybe preceded by this one. This one's giving me strong sherry, maybe a port off the nose, but this is smelling like a Dalmore. Okay. Oh, it's good. I don't know what the hell that is, but that was good. We could use some water for this segment.
Little sipping glass,
little something,
little palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this one's giving me the most vanilla on the nose.
Okay.
Not a lot of vanilla, just more so than the other two.
I will tell you, I had to get a little creative with that one.
Yeah, so this is a bourbon and something, I think.
Okay.
I think this is the sherry, but that's not helping me here. So we could be thinking rum. We could be thinking port. PX sherry, we'll call that a different category.
It wasn't that mean.
Okay.
Sherry, port's port. You're starting to narrow down on the finishes.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to play mind tricks with me or not, but I am getting Dalmore on this.
Okay.
And I'm not really getting. So the rum would be the one that would trip me up. Other than I'm not a big rum finish guy, and usually the rum finish gives me something like this one's not as good as the others, and I'm not really getting that.
Yep.
So I'm thinking maybe there's not a rum in this one, unless it's you know what it could be? Not very descriptive. Is the rum from the Glenfiddich, because it's not really anything.
So is that one of these that light?
Yeah, this one's got the most character.
Yep,
without question. And I don't. My initial instinct was probably the 14 Sherry Delmore. Now I'm trying to talk myself out of it being Portwood.
Okay,
it doesn't come across as desserty as I recall it to be, but I'm trying to. I've got so many finishes that I gotta pin them into. One of them is a sherry, and one of them is likely a sherry bourbon. No, this one's light. This ain't easy.
No, it's super hard. Like a hit?
No.
Okay.
No. I gotta go back to this one. That might be a rum. Very light one. That's the double. Bourbon sherry, rum, sherry.
So just rum?
That's what I said, just rum.
All right. Any ideas who makes who?
Well, now okay, given that, I mean, I don't know if I'm even right or wrong here. Now you want me to, double down on my, my expertise or my ignorance. I don't know which one yet. If this is the rum,
I'll give you a hint before we say that.
All right.
I've only had that one time.
One time, okay.
And I bought it.
And you bought it. Well, that ain't helping at all. It's definitely not what I thought it was. But you're known to buy a rum finish, so that doesn't necessarily take me off of that.
Does not take that off that.
You bought this and you've only had it one time?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Playing with me now. My initial thought was I was going to the Glenlivet Jamaican. It's kind of light. Maybe it's just overly light compared to these two.
Mm-hmm.
And in my thought process of trying to find a lighter finish, and it did, although not getting it strongly, it was giving me a hint of vanilla, which obviously would kind of go to that bourbon. But it also could be American oak, just the same. And it's just light, so that's where the rum came from. This one is heavy finish. This is the most finished of them all. So my thought process is if this was so light, it didn't come across as a double finish.
Yep.
But process of elimination makes this the double finish. if I were going to go with what it is, I still say this is a Dalmore. My first initial guess was the 14 sherry. I don't think it's sweet enough and desserty enough for the Portwood, but you're not going to blow me away if I'm wrong on that. I don't really have a guess on what this is, but they're all Highland Speyside scotches.
Yep,
we're all in that region.
That's true.
On every single one of these. So what am I?
Which one did you like the best?
What the hell am I drinking? I gotta go. I gotta go with this one here.
Okay.
It's the most character.
One is a single finish. One's a double finish. One's a triple finish.
Oh, well,
So-
Jesus.
But it's the same three.
Okay, so
So you got this one correct in that it is single finish. This
Okay.
sherry. I just can't grab all of them. But this is the Macallan cherry.
okay, Macallan sherry. Okay,
And then
that's not as I wouldn't have pegged that as Macallan. Not as it was a little bit more coarse, like the Delmore. It's not a knock on Delmore, but Macallan sometimes is a little too rounded off. Go ahead.
And then this was the creation of a classic Balvenie.
Balvenie. So
Can you
not
ha-
the American oak,
Can
but
you have any double wood?
yes.
Which is what I was looking for. I'm like,
Yes.
it was close enough.
Yeah.
It's very similar.
The reason why I didn't have any double wood.
And this is the BenRiach.
Yeah, triple.
So all 12s.
Yep.
And I routinely say that these
So-
are all very similar brands.
Well, they are similar brands. The Balvenie tends to be a little bit more earthy.
Yep.
This one not.
Well, actually, I noticed it
Did you really?
just drinking the one,
Really?
and especially compared to the bourbon. The first few sips were definitely I noticed the earthiness. Now it went away pretty quickly.
This was the lightest one of them all, the Balvenie.
Yeah.
And I was looking for a Balvenie. I was looking for that earthy kind of tenor, and I really didn't come across it at all.
Maybe because you started with the sherry. 'Cause this was rich,
Well, I nosed here, and then because you're right,
but you drank
that
that first.
because I did drink this one first. Interesting perspective. But all great 3. But yeah, this one that was my favorite of mine. I picked the Macallan. Wow.
Yeah.
What the hell am I? Who the
I like
hell
it.
am I? This is a Macallan. I mean, it's good. I mean, obviously, I said it was good. It's got to be good. Yeah, it does. Gives me a little of that.
I like the 12 sherry. I'm a fan.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I think with their, their series bars, the one-off bottles, and then obviously you get up to the 15 and 18. It's even more rounded off.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm surprised. All right. Well, I guess that's what the hell I'm drinking.
Yeah.
So, and you have the creation of the classic. So
Yeah,
that
because I
was,
only had one. I only
you only
had
had one, so it wasn't necessarily your favorite per se.
no. So
It's just what you wanted to drink.
the BenRiach is probably my favorite.
So, man, I'm going to go down a wormhole here for
But
a
I
second.
really like the sherry Macallan in this set.
None of these I would point to on a shelf and go, that's a must. I actually think because I think the BenRiach's too easy, not enough character.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a fine drink, but there's nothing that's separating it from the pack per se. And I would normally say that. Well, I don't normally say that from Macallan. Macallan's just a balance of too balanced and too much money for what you're drinking. And I know I probably had this once, and
Yeah,
obviously I don't recall it. Yeah, I keep sipping them. This one's my favorite. So Macallan it is today.
There you go.
So that's what I like. And that's what the hell it is I'm drinking. We did all right, man. And what's I'd say what's up with the black glasses, but I did that to myself because I can't see in there at all.
No, and these three probably could have been in clear glasses, and they would have looked real similar. I thought you'd give them more positive reviews.
Good. They're just none of them are just none of them are wow.
Yeah.
But I'm still. I'll say it again. I'm a little surprised that Macallan was separated itself that much from the other two. So,
Well, I think that sherry is good from a tasting standpoint because it's rich.
it is.
It is rich.
Yeah. And the Dalmore's rich.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what that would have been hard pressed probably to distinguish between the two of them.
Yeah. That's where the color would have done me. Just looking at them, I probably could have picked a Dalmore from Macallan, but who knows?
Macallan's pretty dark.
I know it just has a different kind of
Different.
Yeah. The Dalmores, they color them. So you're real dark. Yeah.
So,
all right, man, that's good.
Right.
Let's go
back to the bourbon.
Let's give this Blood Oath a whiskey cave take and give it our final opinion. Well, that was good. That was enjoyable. I don't know how I did or not, but it was entertaining for somebody.
It was fun for me.
I know it was. It was probably really fun for you. I was a
Those
little
are hard.
Yeah, I was a little. I don't know if disappointed is the right word. I was a little like, why'd you tell me there were scotches out the gate? But quite honestly, they were so clearly, Speyside scotches that it was irrelevant anyway.
You were gonna get those were. Plus, I couldn't have done It would have been much harder. Also, I don't know if it would have helped you. It would have been even harder if I had thrown a bourbon in there that was finished. They got a completely different base to try to match what the finish is.
Yeah. Yeah, they were, like I said, they were evidently Highland Speyside Scotch, all very approachable scotches, and they were all 12 years.
All 12 years.
Yep.
All kind of in the same ish price point, upper entry.
Yeah. Well, the Macallan's the most, right? What was the creation of Classic? It was a special edition.
It was like 80.
Okay, so they're all relatively
BenRiach's like 70, 75. Yeah. Macallan is it's probably 100 now. I don't know exactly. I haven't bought it in a while, but
it's actually the one that still surprised me the most, though. Was Macallan. I'm usually a little on the more critical side of Macallan. Again, not that it's bad. It's good whiskey, but so back to this. We're back in high rye bourbon weeded whiskeyville. This is this you said it earlier. This for what 98.6 proof.
Yeah, I don't think
this is any proofier than anything I just had.
Super smooth.
Yeah.
I just at the very 5 to 10 seconds after I've swallowed, I still get a little of the proofy burn in the back of my throat.
Do you?
But other than that, I don't notice it at all. It's very smooth. It's very approachable. I don't really get.
You're gonna say it before me. Go ahead.
I don't really get rye.
Neither do I.
Kind of get the wheat.
Yeah, I definitely get the wheat. I mean, obviously, there's enough rye in it that I'm not really getting, the corn. Either,
yeah, so there's enough rye to mask the corn, and enough corn wheat to kind of mellow it out. Yeah.
But it does got a nice rounded off approach to it. I mean, I suppose I'll save that for my whiskey cave take, I suppose. But now these special releases, sometimes are they worth it and they're not worth it? Where they at? I mean, I don't know so much anymore. The bourbon craze has kind of died off for a little bit, but this was definitely one of those that bourbon geeks sought after and went after. And here I am. It's a 2025 release, and I think I picked it up a few months ago.
And we'll say they're not after that much then.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. But most everything in bourbon is leveled off.
I probably wouldn't pick it up at 130 because I'm just not a huge bourbon fan.
All right, so let's roll into our whiskey cave take, though. But before I do that, I will say this: I am going to pour a little bit more. So that is the prelude to my whiskey cave take. As you were.
All right. For a bourbon, I actually really like it.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, it's complex.
Yes,
it's subtle.
Yes, it is well balanced.
Yeah,
I gotta agree with everything you just said. I gotta say I'm a little disappointed in the lack of tequila.
Yeah, I mean if it's just 1/3 of the whole batch.
I was really excited about finishing an Anejo Tequila and really getting that vibe. And maybe it's playing a little bit of a role in the softening of the whiskey overall.
That's taking the corn out a little bit and softening it.
So maybe I should appreciate it if that's what it's doing, even a little bit. But I'm not getting it in the manner of which I've had other American whiskeys finished in Anejo Tequila Barrel. So I suppose that's a bit of a knock for me because I was really, really looking forward to that. And when you do get an annual release that's finishing something like that, that's what drives me more to some of these. I'm not the type of person to buy a Blood Oath just to have the next Blood Oath. I know there's a lot of fans of this brand out there. That's not necessarily my wheelhouse. I bought this one because of the Anejo.
Yeah.
That's what drove me to this. And that's what made me, I suppose, as soon as I buy it and swipe my card, at that point I justified the price somehow.
Yeah, if it says Osarosho Sherry on it, I'm
Yeah.
probably picking it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this would be like this would be for me like a gift bottle for a bourbon fan.
This would be a great gift bottle for a
Hey,
bourbon fan.
it's hard to find. You'll appreciate it. I enjoyed it. Like I'd love to get Murray's take on this.
Yes, 100%. Matter of fact, I think he already has a few of these. Not necessarily this pack, but
yeah.
But if you have, if money's not quite of an object, and you have a bourbon geek snob,
fan,
or, really heavy bourbon fan, then this is a monster gift. This is a little bit more of a approachable, over the top gift.
Yeah.
This is kind of following. I'm glad I've had this. I'm enjoying this. Obviously, I won't be able to buy another one anyway because once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
But at that same token, I don't know if I'll miss it either.
Now the 26th is
experience, but
is the 26th the same thing?
No, it'll be a different mash.
Oh, it'll be a whole different combination.
Correct.
Oh,
yep. So none of these packs are the same.
So I mean, from a pure marketing standpoint, that part
correct.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which also what I hate about it, because if you do like it, you can't get it again. I don't want to fall in love with something that isn't released on a regular basis.
Yeah, but a lot of whiskey is memories. So if you really like it, even though you can't get it anymore, you'll always have that memory. Of that bottle, remember when, and how many times I've challenged you this thought? How many times have you had a bottle, absolutely loved it, didn't have it for a few years, then you go back to it and you're having like, it's not as good as I remember it.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes the event makes
the event makes the whiskey,
makes the experience.
So once this is gone, it's gone. I'll probably have it for a while. I'd like others to experience it.
Well, I mean, when you reach a certain mass of experience bottles, it takes a long time to work them down collectively.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, a minor disappointment on the lack of tequila notes, but well balanced whiskey. Really enjoying it. Thoroughly enjoying the second glass. So
yeah,
a thumbs up.
I got nothing bad to say.
Yeah, Derrick has nothing bad to say about a bourbon.
And my recent bourbon takes have been mostly positive.
I know, but I'm still going to give you shit over it.
But you give me the best ones, which is probably part of it.
I do. I actually seek to please your anti-bourbonism with good American bourbon. I don't think I'll ever convert you, but we'll give it a go. Well, we'll continue to hunt Derrick good bourbon.
And there's plenty. I mean, we've had tons of really good.
Sure. If you got any suggestions, a hint, you like some finish in something.
This is true.
I know that's faux pas for some of you, but that's how he likes it, and I like it as well. So, any thoughts on that? What'd you think of Derrick getting me? What the hell am I drinking?
Give me some suggestions on what to test him for next.
Oh man, you're really gonna be a pain in my ass. Oh, that's
do 3-peateds next.
All right, I'm down, dude. I'm down with that. I love 3-peateds. Oh yeah. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, thanks for coming to the cave. Appreciate you tuning in. Hit that subscribe button. That's Derrick.
Hopefully this patch won't be here forever.
We'll see. I'm Tom. Again, we'll see you next time in the cave. Be good.